Until then, nope, a nope, a nope, a nope, definitely nope, a nope, nope, probably never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. Oh no.
It's Dag, and I'm here in Eorzea. Well, actually, I'm doing the glub, glub, glub thing. It is Tataru Tuesday, and I'm here floating around. I have been treading water for a week, sitting here in front of the entrance to this last dungeon, because just like in the previous expansion, there was one quest to finish up the Aether, I'm the geezer, yeah, to finish up the Aether Current location stuff that you have to do in order to be able to fly in every zone. There's a dungeon, and it has to be done with a bunch of other people. So while I am yakking, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't get into this. And yeah, where is it? There we go. And let's start this. We'll see how long it takes to get into it. Average wait time is 9 minutes, so you got to listen to me for about 4.5, 5 minutes, something like that. Anyway, I'm Dag, and I have been playing this character, Chad Fist, for 2 years. 12-minute average wait time. I've been sitting here for 13. Okay, let's do the math. It's an average time, so it could be as long as 24 minutes. Is that what they're trying to tell me? So I'm like over halfway there now. So hopefully I'll have someone jump in. Luckily, the tank hasn't left. The tank is still there. I'm still waiting on a damn healer and another DPS. There, yes, let's do this. All right. Light party. All right, and this is for getting the final piece of the Aether Currents that I need. And we shall see what all of the... oh, they got crabs and fish and all kinds of shit out here, don't they? This ought to be fun. All right. All right, let's go. Who's my tank? Is that he my tank? Yeah, apparently. Okay, let's get on the... Oh, is he gonna like drag everything? Oh, that ought to be fun. Dude. Okay. Well, they're like level... I guess they're really high level, so he's just like, yeah, let's just kill shit. And I gotta take the elevator. Oh, he's gonna go that way. Okay. He's gonna keep going. All right, I guess I'll go after the serpent first. I can get rid of something here. These little boogers are hard to kill. Especially if you're not aiming at them. Alright. Another elevator. Okay, I gotta remember this stuff. Get his leg, right? Yes, I remember this. Go after his leg. Because then he flips over on his tummy, and then you can get his tummy. See, I can learn. Except he didn't do it. Oh, we got ads. Okay, got to get the ad. I don't know if I'm getting his... So if you have never played a monk before, you need to pay attention to where the damage... Oh, didn't see this guy, sorry. Not doing my job, dag. Got him. Good deal. Okay, we got nothing of importance, so pass. Pass. Can you, like... sprint? Gotta watch the AoEs and the drop. Don't stand and shit. Don't stand. Don't stand. Oh! Okay then. I was going to say, what am I aiming at? Because I got to be hitting something. I'm aiming at a palace guard. It's a good thing. All right, which box? I'm gonna go with this box over here, maybe? I'm an old man, yes. Shit, which, god damn it, which box do they go to? Get out of range. There we go. This I thought was an interesting fight when I looked at it on YouTube. It's like, oh, okay. See if I can get into the actual... Oh, and I got people targeting me. I'll just get the hell out. Oh. I didn't make it. Shit. Turn around. I can't turn around. Oof. I keep forgetting if he goes to the center of the room, you need to, like, beat on him. Cool. I didn't die, which I would say is like yeah, the healer's doing a pretty good job of keeping me up. I keep losing the guy I'm fighting, though, too. Why? Losing contact with him. Why? Oh. Okay, time for Krabby. Or turtle, I guess, huh? Is he a crab or a turtle? I don't know. Got him finally. All right, and get back up for my sprint. Oh, I'm gonna go grab that. Get the shark. Shark boy. Okay, got both the sharks. All these sharks. Oh, tentacles. She looks lovely. Oh God, I'm trying to remember what she does. Oh, I don't recall. Thank you for not starting before me. That's right, you gotta kill all these bubbles, and then she'll come back up. But stay out of where the stuff comes up. There she is. Hello. Okay, I'm not doing too bad for having just seen one video on how this is supposed to work. Alright, she didn't stare me down. Yay. Well, she's already 50%, so... Oh, these bubbles again. Oop, I forgot to look the other way. Got her. Yes. Kapui. Yeah. Right. So I should have... Oh, I got someone to talk to. I guess I don't have it yet. Okay, Kurenai. I know not how to thank you. You saved them, Chad. You saved all of them, even with the Ruby Princess. While she is unharmed, she is currently unconscious. Yeah, we smacked her ass. Okay. Shisui has carried her to Sui no Sa, where she might rest undisturbed. It looks as though she will be a while before she wakes. Before we speak any further, however, we must return to the village. All right, and that's a long-ass swim, because I gotta go through... Gotta go through this crevice. This is like the Marinara... The Marinara Trench, where you can get all the fucking spaghetti you want, right? Oh, God. Yes, okay. So how do I get the hell out of here? I'm trying to go up. It's like, oh God, the only way you can get up is that way. Okay. Because you can't climb straight up. All right, I got out of the trench. Yay. There we go. Where's the entrance? Because you just can't burst their bubble and go in. Okay. Here we go. Kurenai. Please allow me to once again thank you for your help. Oh, you're welcome. You may be happy to hear that the palace guards are all slowly beginning to return to their senses. It seems peace has finally been restored to the palace. You have saved everyone, including Shisui, from our ultimately untimely death. If only the Ruby Princess would open her eyes. Sui no Sato will be exactly as it was before. I suppose we must simply be grateful for how well things turned out. Now that the worst of the storm has passed, the tides have begun to calm. It is time that I came clean. Hello. All right, so can I use any of this stuff? Yes. It's a ring of slang. I don't know whether it's any better than what I already have, but we'll try it. Freebird, the Ruby Sea. Yay. Yeah, let me see if, well, no, that's not going to help me. Let's see. I wish to see. I have, so the ring I just got is absolutely of no use to me. All right, fine. Be that way. I'm a little disappointed in how the gear doesn't come up with your level. It's just like, this is what it was back when you were supposed to finish this, so too bad. The hour of truth is upon us, yet I am just unsure of where to begin. The Ruby Princess, who quietly slumbers on, sigh, perhaps this will be easier to explain if you could look upon her as I speak. Please follow me. We're going to go stare at the princess while she sleeps. Because that's not weird or anything. Is that the bed? No, apparently not. That's over here somewhere. Okay. Well, now she's going to tell me over here. Shisui will be bringing her out shortly. He should be but a few moments longer. And so we delay. Oh, there she is, hanging out on the cot. Oh, Husi. He, sweet? Why? Why do you refuse to open your eyes? Sigh, Chad, there is something you must know. I am not the Ruby Princess's younger sister. In fact, she has no sister. Okay. Hello. I get this weird sound that just popped in, and I have absolutely no idea what it is, but okay. She has no sister. Yes. All right then. I am the Ruby Princess, ruler of Sui no Sato. Oh, okay. Well, hello. The slumbering girl before you goes by the name of Husui. Hi, Sui. Yeah, okay. And as my dearest friend, we have known each other since childhood. Your Grace, I am entirely to blame. Had I been more prepared, more aware, Lady Husui would not be in this sorry state. Yes, you would. Because otherwise we wouldn't have this story, right? Okay. You see, a few days ago we received visitors from the outside. They had come to perform a court ritual. To protect the Ruby Princess from any potential danger, we decided to conceal her true identity. Okay. I had her lady-in-waiting, Husui, take her place. And as she and her highness bear a great resemblance to each other, something owing to the fact that they are distant blood relatives, I was confident no one would notice the switch. Bummer. I was right. That is why, when proceedings commenced, it was Lady Husui who became possessed by the terrible fiend they summoned, and now, well, you can see for yourself what has become of her. To mitigate such disasters, severe restrictions on who can enter and exit Shisui of the Violent Tides has always been in place. In fact, even the Ruby Princess is forbidden by law to leave its gates. When wrath after wrath began appearing, however, I was left with little choice. I whisked Her Highness away to the village and had her pretend to be the Ruby Princess's sister, Kurenai. Kurenai, that was the name I had before my mother passed away, and I assumed the title of Ruby Princess. It was also the name Husui would call me by growing up. For as far back as I can remember, she was there for me, from the best of times to the worst of times. All the laughter and tears we shared. Husui, is this truly where it ends? She's sleeping. She's not dead yet. Forgive me, Your Grace. This is my fault. If only there was a way I could go back and prevent all this. Shisui, there is nothing to forgive. None of us could have predicted this would happen. You are no more to blame for what has happened than I am. Chad, now you know everything. I hope you don't think any less of me for the lie. And I'm non-committal. Now that everything has been settled, I shall be departing from Sui no Sato. To cure the Husai's condition can only be found above. I know this because, as Ruby Princess, it was my duty to study all the available writings at the palace. Very well, Your Grace. Where would you have us go? No, so shy. I shall be embarking upon this quest on my own. You'll be staying here. The people need you to protect them in my absence. Everyone bows and walks away. Her Grace has made it clear she would have me remain behind. Master Chad, might you accompany her in my stead? While Lady Husui's body remains, her soul has long departed. I fear that no amount of rest or magics can cure her. I can only hope that in traveling with you, it will make it easier for Her Grace to come to terms with the tragic fate of her friend. Until such a time, she must face this truth. However, I ask, nay beg, that you keep her safe. All right, so now I got to tag along. All right, now I see why it is that I got this sound that popped up in my ear. Apparently someone decided to try to spam me. It's like, no, go away. It was, I have a couple of bots at my discretion in my stream, and they do a really good job of nabbing people. So this one is interesting. It was banned. My Siri bot banned powerful embellishment egg. Okay, sorry, dude. It's probably some 50-year-old dude sitting in a data room, you know, trying to hack people's accounts and stuff. You're offering to accompany me on my travels. That is incredibly generous of you. Thank you. You're welcome. I shall give you some time to prepare before leaving Sui no Sato. Please come find me as soon as you're ready to go. And we're just going to take the materia because I don't need any of the rest of the stuff. So I guess the question is this: I'm done with this. Do I want to continue on with her? Let's see what this is about, because I can like deny it, right? I can always cancel it. You're ready to depart. Excellent. Let us make for Onokoro. I believe we will best be served by beginning our search there. Well, this is different than what I thought we were going to be doing tonight. But I want to double check something here. Okay. You see, while we have next to no contact with the outside world, we do receive the occasional visit from the Konjin of the Blue. During one such visit, I was given a tome filled with fairy tales. It was old, worn, and from what I am given to understand, written in Kugani. In it was a story about a fisherman who sailed the Ruby Sea. While traveling, he came across a princess who had fallen into a years-long slumber. Amaric was excited about it. She was eventually awakened upon taking an elixir of some sort. Probably, well, who knows. What intrigues me, however, is the fact that many of the places this fisherman visited exist in the real world. It makes me wonder if, perhaps, this story is rooted in reality. The tale begins in Onokoro. I trust you will escort me there. Thank you. Now, let us depart without any further ado. Gotta watch out for that ado. Okay, and we are headed to where? Kugani? Pretty sure that's where we're headed, right? Yeah, probably. And I'm going to get on a fat chocobo and ride. Okay, we're talking to a boisterous pirate. Fine. So this is Onokoro. It is a lovely place. The people here are incredibly warm. Take this gentleman, for example. As soon as I set foot on the island, he offered to take me on a tour. I bet he did.
More dots! Throw more dots! More dots!
Yeah.
More dots! Come on, more dots!
Okay, what are you looking at? I'll just fold my arms. So you're going to stand there and ignore me, is that it then? Wait a minute, I know you. My comrades talk about you all the time. My apologies, sir. I was only just joking with you, of course. One can never have enough rich or powerful friends, and this is why I approached your young charge. I figured if I helped her now, she'd someday return the favor. Should I ever need it, so what brings you to our island? If I can read straight tonight, I'll let you know. You're looking to learn more about the fairy tale? I know nothing of fairies or tales, but mayhap I can direct you to someone who does. There's a fisherman who visits us once a year to hunt for treasure. Some of the men here say he is as old as the seas himself. I reckon he, or of anyone, would be able to tell you your story. Luckily for you, he just arrived the other day. You should be able to find him at the Quickscape Pier. Thank you for your assistance, sir. We will go speak with him right now. Not to worry, little lady. Just be sure to remember my name and pay me back when the time comes. Boisterous. That's his name, Boisterous. Yeah, Chad, did the kind gentleman ever give us his name? Yeah, Boisterous, I told you. Yeah, without a name, I'm afraid I'll be unable to send him payment for his help. 'Tis terribly unfortunate, but there is little that can be done. Now let us promptly make for Quickscape Pier. We do not want to miss the fisherman. All right, and I get to ride over there because I now have flight ability. Where is it? Let me see. It's over on the other side of the island. Okay. So, yay! This is what I'm talking about. It's an elderly fisherman. What's he look like? Hey, elderly. Hello there. Is there something you need? It's John Lennon. Oh, the tale of the fisherman and the Ruby Sea. Yes, indeed. It was been a long time since I heard that one. I believe it was my great-grandfather who told me of, or perhaps my great-great-grandfather, or perhaps my, never mind. I'm not going to be rude. I'll be kind to the guy. Oh, yes, my apologies. Let's see if I can remember how it went. Oh, thank you very much. I hope you have not forgotten it. We might never know the whole tale if you have. The tome I received as a child was so tattered, I could only read bits and pieces of the story. I recall now, once upon a time, there was a fisherman on the island of Onokoro who saved a Kojin of the Blue from the maws of a terrible beast. Excuse me. As thanks, the Kojin offered him a vial of liquid. When taken, it would allow the fisherman to plunge into the far depths of the ocean without drowning. It was there that their journey together began. They visited temples, palaces, villages under the sea. Under the sea, yes, okay. They met all manner of men and women and creatures, including a beautiful princess who had fallen into the deep, deep slumber. According to her people, she had been like that for years. Hearing this, the Kojin pulled out another vial containing an ancient Tamamizu potion, which had been passed down to him from his great-grandfather, or perhaps it was his great-great-grandfather. To continue the story, upon being given this mixture, the princess was instantly awakened. The moment their eyes met, she and the fisherman fell in love. They were immediately wed in a palace at the bottom of the sea where they lived happily ever after. Thank you, sir, for taking the time to recount that regaling tale. It was truly enlightening. Chad, from what we heard, I can only assume this story took place at Shisui of the Violent Tides. Perhaps we should return to Sui no Sato and see if we cannot dig up any mention of this incident. Again, thank you so much, sir. You are a man of great wisdom. And bow. I don't know. Can I bow? I think I can. / bow. No, I can't. Okay, fine. That's because I was in a something. Okay. I gotta go back to underwater, but I have to go here in order to get there. So Tamanzusui. It's all sui to me. All right, where am I? I killed the map, of course. Oh, that's right. I gotta go. I'm underwater, so I gotta go to the next underwater. Where's the exit? I gotta look for a break in the bubble. Is this it? I don't know. Am I heading in the right direction? No, I'm going the wrong way. Okay, gotta go this way. There's the exit. There's one up there. And there's the next location down there. And I gotta go over here, I guess, to... Where is she? Well, I know a little of what life is like on the surface. It seems to be a lovely place. The people are incredibly kind. I grew up listening to stories of how pirates would slit your throat the first chance they got, but those on Onokoro seemed rather cordial. Though perhaps I have your presence in part to thank for that. Shoisai shall be joining us shortly. Most stories in Sui no Sado are passed down orally. We should be able to tell us if any of our own stories match the tale the fisherman recounted for us. Okay. A tale of which the Hurrian fisherman and a princess were brought together by a Kojin and wed in a palace under the sea? It sounds almost as if the story about Shisui of the violent tides. Violet tides, not violent. Okay. Though the part about the Ruby Princess marrying a Huiyar might be something of an embellishment. To the contrary, Your Grace, I believe generations back a Ruby Princess and a Hurrian man were once joined in holy matrimony. The son they bore was said to have almost no scales. Uh-oh. Abomination. Until now, I had considered it merely a tall tale spun by the elders for their grandchildren. Yet it is possible the story is true. Then there is a chance that the remedy also exists. It's not impossible. Your Grace, I must apologize to you. If I were being completely honest, I thought all hope for Lady Husui's recovery was lost. What you tell me, however, has revived my hope. Okay. You're a born leader. Though your actions, you have reversed all our fates. That is incredibly kind of you to say, but without this wonderful gentleman beside me, we would never have come so far. I just look stunned. Indeed, Master Fist, please accept my deepest thanks. As long as you are here, I can rest knowing that Her Grace and our village will remain safe. Now, Your Grace, I suppose you are about to announce your intention to travel to where the Kojin and the Blue reside in search of the miracle cure. I wish you safe travels. Okay, now I'm interested in this, so we're going to continue to pursue this. Chad, at long last I can see the light. Husi might finally be saved. I'm going to say her name like different every single time I say it tonight, so get used to it, okay? And complete that. Okay, where are we headed next, little Missy? Oh, God. All right, another quest. And I can get a necklace of slang that's way below my level. Chad, you are ready to go? Good. Then let us immediately set out for Tamamizu. While Sui no Sado has for the most part isolated itself from the rest of the world, we have had some contact with the Kojin of the Blue. This, however, will be my first time visiting their village. It's just the next bubble, man. That's all it is. It's like one bubble away. You have been there before? Excellent. Then you should be able to show me around. Okay, I guess I'm going to be sightseeing with her. And let's see, we got to go this way, right? There's an exit. I can see the bubble. I can now see the opening on the bubble. Should I drop in on the top? Oh, all these are all like, yeah, go ahead. There we go. Jumping on in. Does it put me on the ground? I want to see if it drops me. Yes, it does. Okay. Kerplunk. There you go. All right, Missy. Tamamizu is not so different than our own village. Now, where should we begin our search for the ancient Kojin remedy? Why don't you ask a Kojin? Let's find the Kojin that had the fairy tales. Of course, that's a brilliant idea. Why, yes, it is, if I don't say so myself. If I'm not mistaken, he goes by the name of an Inban. Let us go search him out. All right, and I'm going to get on a mount and look around for Inban. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Right, sitting down here. Okay. Get off my mount. All right. It is that hour, so I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be back in a flash. So hang in there. I am back. All right, let's get... And the game's back, too. I was checking something because I noticed that I've got drop frames. And it's like... I don't know why I get drop frames, especially since I'm nowhere close to the maximum amount of my bandwidth for the house. So it's just like, oh, what is going on? Oh, well, it is what it is. All right. Yeah, let's talk to Kurenai, see what's going on. It has been many years, so it is difficult to be absolutely sure, but I think this is a Master Inban, the merchant I told you about. Inban, that is my name. Do you know each other from somewhere? Now that you mention it, perhaps there is something familiar about her. Or not. All right. Oh, yes, I remember now. You are the little girl from the palace. People grow so fast, they do. You have changed so much, I scarcely recognize you. All right, Master Inban, I am glad to see you have not forgotten me. We have sought you out today to ask you something regarding the book of fairy tales you gave me long ago. I remember that one. You would, what would you like to know? You're looking to find a cure for your sleeping friend? A most noble cause, indeed. I'm an avid collector of ancient tomes, and in one of them is the exact remedy you speak of, an elixir that can wake those who have fallen into a deep slumber. So is the princess and her best friend going to, she's going to wake her up and they're going to fall in love and get married? That'd be fun. Truly, then might you share with me the recipes so I can recreate it? The recipes should be easy to find. The necessary ingredients, on the other hand, not so much. Well, that's what I'm here for, I guess. What do you mean? To make this potion requires the shell of a bloated umemi, a giant umemi that has been over 100 years to mature. Decades have passed since one of these has been last spotted. Your only hope now would be to capture a umemi larva and wait 100 years for it to grow potent enough to make your cure. No, that cannot be. Let's really give up. We will find a bloated umemi. You're absolutely right. Just because none have been spotted in recent times does not mean none exist. If we search hard enough, we are certain to come across one. Perhaps it is as you say. If you were to look hard enough, you might find one. If you're serious about it, I would suggest you begin your search in exile. It was formerly considered a prime hunting ground for these creatures. Kelp has often used to lure them out of hiding. Then I shall go and gather some straight away. Good, gather the most succulent stalks. You can succotash. You can take them into the cave. If your bloated Yumemi are present, you will immediately be drawn to you. Or perhaps you should have this man here take them. You appear to be as strong as our gatekeeper. You do. No doubt you will be able to make quick work of whatever appears. Shad, I shall meet you at Exile in a bit. Kelp in hand. All right, I got to figure out where Exile is. See you, bye. All right, how to get to Exile. Map. Okay, so we're over here, so Exile's... Oh, Exile's on top. All right. So how do I get... I guess... Now, this is the part that I always get confused about. I can't just, like, swim up there, I don't think. I have to, like, travel? Or maybe I can. Depends on where it tells me I am. Exile is down there. I still need the map. There's... Yay, I can fly! This reminds me of dropping into Firelands. World of Warcraft, Firelands, yes! Oh, wait a second. So I ended up leaving, and I shouldn't have, because I need to be down. Is it going to let me? Well, yes, it is. Oh, gotta go in the right way. Gotta go in the bubble door. I made sure to collect the longest and most luscious stalks of kelp I could find. Here, the hunting grounds Master Inbun mentioned are in the deep recesses of the cave just over there. Okay, wherever there is. From what I gathered, the bloated Yumemi's great age is what allows them to accumulate an incredible amount of magic, most of which is concentrated in their shell. We can only hope that, should one be here, it will be tempted out of hiding by a sweet smell of its favorite food. All right. There's a level 63. Oh. Well, that was a waste. Did I get what I wanted? No. There's a naked Umami. Am I supposed to be getting... Use the kelp stalks at the designated location. Where the hell is the designated location? So I'm killing these things, and I shouldn't be. Fine. Oh, there it is. All right, destination. Here, have some succulent succotash. All right, that's a bigger guy. You sense a hostile presence. All right, I got the use the stock, kelp stalks. I did all of that. Now I can go back. Oh, now I got naked Yumemis chasing me. Really? Go away. Am I going to have to, like... I guess I'm going to go for a swim. Let this guy stop chasing me. All right, where was I? Dad, Master Imben grew worried and kindly came to check upon us. Do you have any luck in the cave? Why, yes, I did. Here is your shell. Is this what I think it is? You did it, Chad. You have procured a bloated Umami shell. Perhaps the very last one in existence, even. So this is the shell rumored to be capable of curing any ailment. It looks nothing like that of a regular Mumumi. That you were able to find so quickly makes me wonder if the bloated Umemi is not as gone as we think. Mayhap they simply began burrowing deep into the earth in response to our excessive hunting. I must make up for this grievous miscalculation. Please give me the shell. I shall make the remedy you seek and deliver to Sui no Saru. It may take some time to prepare, but should be well worth the wait. Make it snappy. Thank you very much, sir. Now, Shisui might finally be saved from her eternal slumber. Chad, once again, I'm in your debt. Together, let us return to Sui no Sato that we might share the story of our success with Suicide. I keep wanting to say suicide. It's not suicide, it's suicide, something like that. All right, we're going to go out and, well, I'm going to get on a mount. And go glub, glub, glub. Now, where am I headed? That way. Okay. There it is. Not that far. Meanwhile, on the floor. Hello. Sosai has been duly informed of what happened. When I told him of how you slayed the bloated Yumemi, his eyes went wide and his mouth dropped. Ha ha ha. Rarely do I ever see him so surprised. Then again, he has every right to be. Your efforts have allowed Master Inben to set upon making a remedy that should, in theory, have been impossible to recreate. Which reminds me, I believe I owe you an apology. You were only to escort me to Tamamizu, but due to my own inability, you were forced to do so much more than that. Truly, I do not know what I should have done without you. I could have done without you. In addition to saving my people, you have opened up my eyes to the world. Through you, I have come to learn so much. When I finally return to Shisui of the Violent Tides and reassume my role as the Ruby Princess, I shall look back fondly upon the memories we created together on this grand adventure. Until such time that Hisui awakens, however, I shall remain here. I sorely hope you shall too. Bow. And none of this stuff. Oh, Necklace of Slaying. That's right. It's probably not going to be worth anything. Just to make sure, let's check. Nope. I got better stuff on. All right. What's up? And Ruby Princess impatiently awaits Eben's arrival. Master Chad, Eben has yet to arrive with the elixir, but we must now allow ourselves to grow impatient. Must not allow ourselves. We shall come to us as soon as it is ready. Okay, I've only had 3 sips of a beer. Oh, here we are again. All right. The longer we wait, however, the more I worry about Shisui. Assures me she is doing well, and that, thanks to one of our own ancient remedies, her bones and muscles remain strong. Even so, I feel compelled to confirm this with my own eyes. Let's go to her. All right, I guess we're going to go talk over here. And she's on the bed still, probably. I am having her brought from her room. It should not be much longer. Meanwhile, in the cutscene, looking upon her, I am reminded of the Ruby Princess from the fairy tale. Sigh, what causes you to continue sleeping, my friend? Initially, I'd feared the void scent that possessed her had driven her soul from her body. Now I suspect Husi's spirit has simply gone dormant. It is attempting to recuperate from the trauma it endured. Master Eben's elixir will likely restore what vitality has been lost. Indeed, that is correct. Is that Imben? Hi. It is. Master Imben, I have brought the elixir. Oh, joy. In olden days, we would have sprinkled this over the eggs that refused to hatch. It would serve to strengthen the soul of the Kojin within. Sprinkle? You mean to say Husi does not need to drink this remedy to recover? Drink it? There's no need for that. All we need do is pour this over your friend. Here, I made plenty. All right, time to give her a bath. And verdict is, drum roll. All right, I guess it worked. And she immediately stands up. You're awake. Thank the kami. You're finally awake. I'm sorry for everything. Princess, what are you talking about? All right, she has no recollection of anything. So I guess they're going to fill her in. Just think that you had to travel so far and overcome so many obstacles to save me. I know not how to thank you. Nay, 'tis I who must thank you. Okay, she didn't wake up and instantly, like, fall in love, so I guess that whole part's out. Okay. Think nothing of it, Princess. As your lady-in-waiting, it is my duty above all else to ensure that you are protected. Oh, Husi, truly, I am blessed to have you in my life. Oh. The girls, they are identical. I cannot for the life of me tell them apart. I think that was the idea. Indeed, there is a great resemblance. Master Fist, now that Lady Hisai has awakened, Her Grace must return to the palace and resume her duties there at once. While I ask that you say your farewells to her here, I hope that this is not the last time you will see each other. I have watched Her Grace blossom into an intelligent and capable young lady under your care. It has made me think that being sequestered in a castle is not the best way to raise our rulers. You have saved us in more ways than you can count and taught us so much. Sui no Sato is forever changed because of you. Thank you. Thank you for everything. So, it is here that our grand adventure together draws to a close. I, however, would like to enjoy your company for just a little bit longer. Please allow me to escort you to the gates. Okay. Escort away, princess. She was going to escort me to the gates, and then she disappeared. There she is. I shall forever cherish my memories of our travels together. Whenever I look back upon them, they will fill my heart with serene happiness. You came from afar and braved the depths of the sea, all so that you might rescue a sleeping princess. The story has a familiar ring to it, does it not? Indeed, and just as with the tale of the fisherman, mayhap someone somewhere has recorded our story too. Sadly, this is where I must part ways with you. It's time for me to return to the palace. Farewell, Chad. Farewell, Sui Nasato, or rather, until next time. With me to take Her Highness's place while she is away, I do not imagine it would be too hard for her to sneak out whenever she pleases. Even Susai has difficulty telling us apart. All we need to do is exchange clothes and no one will be any of the wiser. To prove my point, here is a quick test for you. Look very closely and tell me, I Kurenai or am I Husi? Well, you got a label over. Haha, if you thought you could tell us apart from our clothes, you were mistaken. Just earlier we swapped garb and I am in fact Husai. Okay. Despite the numerous journeys we embark on together, it seems even you cannot tell us apart. Well, I haven't seen you, like, half naked. Come on now. Husai, let us leave it at that. I think perhaps we have teased Chad enough for one day. That's very true. Just as you have guessed, I am the real Kurenai. You always were incredibly perceptive. Now, truly, this is where I must leave you. Life is a long and winding journey, and I am certain our paths will cross once again in the future. Until then, I ask that you keep on smiling and maintain that wonderful disposition of yours. Fare thee well, my friend. And I get the Mysteria, and the rest of the stuff is useless. Thank you for the Mysteria. I'm out of here. And she leaves. Bye, Husai. Hisai. I wish I could figure out how to say that correctly. All right. So that leaves me back to where? I am done with all the, well, I don't know. Let's see. Have I guess what I wanted to do was I wanted to see and make sure that I have traveled everywhere I need to travel. So let's do that before we jump into stuff. All right, let's look at the map. Have I opened everything? There's a section up here I haven't opened. There's a section up there I haven't opened. So let's go do that. We got the oil rig out here in the middle of everything. I think this is as far as I can go with this stuff. All right, now we have another location that's on the other side of everything, so we'll go there. I always like highest point. I always like to like see if I can get up there, or if they like say, no, you can't, your mount can fly no higher. See, they're not going to let you go all the way to the highest point. It's like, that's no fun. So I don't know whether I can get through these mountains. Well, you can't go over the peaks, so I guess you have to go through the pass. Everything has now been opened. Is there anything? Oh, there's another piece way down there. All right. We'll go there. That's so nice to see all of the Aether Currents finished. Pretty sure I did everything over there too. Yes, I did. All right, and I'm ready for the third expansion, but yeah, that's going to take a while before I get there. All right, everything has been opened. So let's find a landing spot. And they're not going to let me land here? Oh, yeah, they will. Okay, so let's see where I need to go. Show me the map of where this is. So I got to go to... Okay, Ralgar's Reach. Cool. All right, we're off to Ralgar's Reach. And this starts the quests that are part of 4.1, I think. I don't know. Hang on a second. Let me get to the right page so I can take a look at it and see what it says. Yes. Okay, so this is officially The Legend Returns. The liberation of Alamigo signals the end of an era of tyranny. Here, on the cusp of a new age of freedom, her people must decide how they will greet the future and reconcile with their past. What path lies ahead for Lise and her efforts to rebuild the nation? What choices plague Fordola from within her prison cell? And to where will Raban return now that the dream for his homeland has at last become a reality? Right, so this is officially The Legend Returns as patch 4.1. And so we're going to do that. And let's see, I got to talk to someone over here. Oh, this is, see, having successful piqued your interest. Arenvale goes off in search of Alphanod to complete your adventuring party. Wait for your companions by the Roadgars reach Aetherite. Eastern side of Starfall. You listen with sympathy as Lise vents her frustration at the lack of obvious candidate to lead the newly liberated Alamigo. Everyone but everyone must have a say. It seems that she duly departs from the city. Oh, I guess. Okay. Well, we're gonna go to the destination here because that's what it's telling me to do. Can I click on it? Too far away. There we go. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Here's where we hear Lise bitch and moan. Is that it? Greetings, Chad. It would seem we are to accompany Arenvale on some manner of escapade. Have you any idea what we've gotten ourselves into? None. Allow me to explain. It'll be something of a history lesson, but I'll try to be brief. No snoring, if you please. Now, the events I would speak of occurred before the occupation, back when Alamigo was still a monarchy and Theodoric sat the throne. A uniquely brutal despot by all accounts. Okay, thanks, Alphanod. That he was, the King of Ruin suffered no rivals, real or imagined, and his dispute with the monks of the first ended with Rhalgar's Reach being burned to the ground. In the latter part of his rule, he was seized by the unshakable belief that unseen forces were conspiring to steal his crown, and so he ordered that every soul with a claim to the throne be executed, including his own family. The wealth of the poor sods he put to death became the property of the king, and it's said that these royal treasures were hoarded somewhere in the palace. Thus was born the legend of the Mad King's Trove. I believe I see the direction our adventure is to take. I assume you have a mind to unearth this hidden bounty? You assume correctly. He's very excited. And would I also be correct in assuming that this legend is widely known? Others must surely have gone in search of this prize, tempting as it seems. Well, of course. We won't be the first to make the attempt. Following Alamigo's liberation, more than a few eager soldiers turned the palace upside down in hopes of claiming an easy fortune. But even after scouring our room from dawn till dusk, they uncovered not a single coin. Their gold lust drained away as quickly as it had come, and the legend of the Mad King Trove remains simply that, a legend. But I see you have no intention of letting the story end there. Of course not. What self-respecting adventurer would, I imagine, the three of us delving into a decades-old mystery? Tell me the thought, doesn't it set your heart to racing? And I smirk. Just a tad. I guess I'm into treasure. All right, and I get a box. I don't know what's in the box. We'll find out. You have earned the emote box. That's an emote? Okay. So how do I do /box, right? Oh, okay. Well, I am a monk, so that makes sense. Let's try this again. /box. You begin shadow boxing. Okay, that's enough. So, Alphanod, you seem deep in thought. You cannot You can almost see the wheels turning in Alphanod's head. What is all of this? These are all coffers. Slaying. I'm a slaying kind of guy, so that would be mine, would be the second one. Okay. The news of Doma and Alamigo's liberation has kindled the flames of revolution in every corner of the empire. I hear the imperial province of Dalmasca has already risen up in rebellion. Which means the Garleans must surely have their hands full. What better time than now to indulge in such a diversion? Tell us, Arenvale, have we any clues as to where we might begin our search? Well, judging by how the other treasure hunters feared, nosing about the palace isn't like to get us anywhere. We'll likely need to ask around. Would that be another way of saying no? Well, yeah. Oh, shucks. I see that in case. I shall pay a visit to the Allied Archivist and request access to the records seized from the Imperials. The Garleans are meticulous about such things. If they have uncovered the Trove during their occupation, the event is certainly to have been recorded. In the meantime, the two of you can track down those who worked as palace servants and officials in FFXIV. Given that they would have been at least 28 at the time, you will be looking for people who have been 40 summers or more. Anything they can tell you about the king and the bloody deeds may prove useful. To be sure to listen well. Arenvale, pray try your luck in the fringes and the peaks while Chad makes the rounds in the Alamigan Quarter. And there I was thinking I was the party leader. Not that I mind, of course. Let's be about it, eh? We can meet afterwards at Gilbard's Gate. All right, I guess so, wherever that is. But I'll find it. Doo-doo. And where am I going? Where am I headed? I got to go to the Alamigan Quarter, wherever that is. Alamigan Quarter. So I guess I'm going to go there now, but I can take a teleport to the Alamigan Quarter. If I can find it. Alamigan Quarter. There we go. And there should be the first thing should be like right on top of it. That's a chocobo keep. So there's middle-aged. Thank you. He's considered middle-aged. If he's middle-aged, then what the fuck does that make me? Oh, God. All right. In the palace? Not me, lad. Surely you've heard stories of the Mad King. He used to hold public executions on the divine audience. Anyone, and I mean anyone, suspected of conspiring against the crown was flung from the top of those steps. Suffice it to say that I stayed as far away from the palace as possible. All right. Well, fair enough. You see, I got two more people I need to chat with. Two more people I need to chat with. Yeah, okay. It's a mature maid. Hi, you look a little older. You want to hear an old maid story, do you? Well, most of what I know of the Mad King is common knowledge. We'd only see His Royal Majesty when he designed to attend the executions he'd ordered. And after a while, even watching his enemies die wasn't enough to coax him out of hiding. They say he started seeing assassins in every shadow and wouldn't set foot outside the palace walls. I was offered work there as a royal servant once, but they merely thought of it, left me in cold sweat. All right, that's the second one. And I guess we're going to go this way to get to the third one. Actually, I can fly, can't I? I can fly! A retired Bojendan. Hello. I served at the pleasure of King Tataru, and I lived to tell the tale. One of the palace guards I was. Truth be told, it was a dark chapter in my life, and one I'd sooner forget. Hardly a night went by when we didn't hear blood-curdling screams echoing from the inner chambers, which, of course, we were under orders to ignore. So we'd stand still as statues, trying not to imagine what horrors were unfolding within. Few hell-bent on finding out what happened in the palace, head down the street here and ask old Arenvale. He was the king's head scribe. All right, I got this dude just down here I need to talk to, huh? There he is. Arenvale. Okay, he looks a little older. Yes, I am an Arenvale. What do you want with me? I explain it to him. You would have me dredge up some decidedly unsavory memories? Yet, if Alamigo is to move forward, we must needs acknowledge the misdeeds of the past. Very well, I shall tell you what I remember. I take it you know of Tataru's paranoia and the public executions of his kinsmen. Those were terrible enough, but in his last days, the king-fevered mind settled upon an even grislier method of disposal, which only a few chosen were unfortunate enough to witness. His Majesty ordered the court Thermitage to unleash a vile curse upon the remaining members of the royal family, a magic which transformed them into fiends of hideous aspect. The resulting monstrosities were then cast into the darkness below the palace. Even now my sleep is troubled by nightmares. If others of Tataru's blood were prone to share his madness, then mayhaps it's kindness that the monarchy ended with him. All right, and I guess I'm going back to talk to people back at the square. All right, so we'll go this way. Thank God for flying. All right, here they all are. Hi, guys. Cutscene. Since we're all here, why don't we share what we've learned? Allow me to begin, then. As promised, I scoured the Imperial records for any mention of fantastic treasures and found precisely none. It is possible, I suppose, that a corrupt official deliberately hid the fact of the Trove's discovery, hoping to enrich himself, but I find it rather unlikely that so valuable a find would stay secret for long. I conclude that our prize either does not exist, or that the Imperial somehow overlooked it. How come I don't believe that? But what of you, Chad? Were the investigations any more fruitful? And I tell him all about the scribe and the whole thing. Turned into monsters? And what could he mean by the darkness beneath the palace, I wonder? Well, there's caves, right? I met an old man in Alagira who spoke of the palace's subterranean prison, but he said not of cursed abominations. The Imperial archives were also silent on the subject of fiends inside the palace grounds. Could this scribe fellow have been spinning him a yarn? Do you believe him, Chad? And I said, yeah, he was afraid of something. If he was afraid, that does lend credence to the tale, though I'm not sure how that helps us in our search. Do not be so hasty. Arenvale's antidote may very well have told us where the trove is hidden, but ere I share my theory, there is matter I would clarify. Arenvale, you spoke of light-hearted adventure, but I sense a deeper motive for this expedition. Why are you so intent on finding this treasure? Because I'm a poor bloke. It wasn't all pretense, I swear it, but you're right. My father was in the Imperial Army, a man of Garlean blood. I trust you know what that means when I say that my Alamigan mother did not welcome my arrival. As I grew, she would check my brow over and over, convinced that a spot on my skin was an emerging third eye, like the kind you see in pure blood Garleans. My mother did not care for this taunting image of my heritage and took up a knife. War paint serves to cover the scar. Ah, okay, so he's got a little hole in his head up here, huh? Okay. In the end, she turned me into the street, and I was left to haunt the alleyways of Alamigo, a feral child who got what he needed through begging, cunning, and worse. Poor kid. The best I can say about the years that followed is that I survived. But I hated the animal I'd become. Eventually, I left the city behind me and joined a group of refugees bound for the other side of the wall. It was then that I turned to adventuring, and that the road led me to the company of the Scions. I tell you this so that you understand. I know all too well what poverty and hunger can do to a person. I drew steel on ordinary folk for a measly crust of bread. Then Thorderic's gold. I could spare my countrymen the shame of living like that. Thank you, Arenvale. I apologize. That cannot have been pleasant to recall, but I felt best to be clear in our intentions. Well, Chad, are you content to surrender the treasure to our Arenvale's noble cause and claim the thrill of adventure as your reward? Fuck no. Oh, man. Come on, dude. Then I should be glad to tell you my theory on the resting place of the Mad King's Trove, if you're minded to hear it. All right, so let's see. Accessories for slaying. Yes, or all the current accessories. Let's see what this is. Is that something I have to open? Probably, huh? Is that the accessories? Oh, got a bunch of stuff. Let's see how much of this stuff is actually useful. Any of it? Hey, yeah. Cool. All right. I love upgrades. I got a ring, I got a bracelet, I got a necklace, and I got an earring. So I'm going to put all of those on, and that busted me up to... Actually, that busted me up quite a bit. Cool and groovy. All right, where are we? I should probably clean out my bags. That's where we are. Alphanod seems eager to share his theory. Go ahead, share away. Actually, mayhap it would be better if we first adjourn to a more suitable location. Is there a pub in the area? In case a rival treasure hunter overhears our plans, you mean? Good thinking. It's not exactly the reason, but 'tis certainly a valid concern. Let us reconvene on the southern edge of Loch Seld. Where the hell's that? Oh, I know where that is. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna fly over there, because that's just over there. So we're gonna go over the wall and just go right out here. All right, let's see what Alphanod has to say. Forgive me, 'twas not my intention to draw out proceedings. I simply wished to have the lock in sight when I explain things. Okay. Prior to the great flood of the Sixth Umbral Calamity, the salt lakes you see before you were yet dry ravines, and this, believe it or not, was the site of the ancient city of Scala, which rose and fell during the Fifth Astral Era. From what we know of the period, the city was already deserted by the time the waters began to rise. Having been all but destroyed by war, yet its ruins remain to this day at the bottom of Loch Seld. It's my belief that the darkness beneath the palace, mentioned by Thodoric's former scribe, was not a reference to the prison, but to a place still further below, the ruins of Scala. I further surmise that the Mad King's unfortunate kinsmen were cast down there not simply out of desire to punish them, but to discourage exploration. Thodoric wanted to keep the ruins secure. Wait, you're saying they were meant to guard the Mad King's Trove? Precisely, and since we know the court Thermitage was involved, we can safely assume that any entrance into the old city will have been magically concealed. Which would explain how a legion of Imperial soldiers and the gods know how many Alamegans never found a trace of the Trove. We, however, have certain advantages which they did not enjoy, Chad. Would you be so good as to swim down to the bottom of the loch and search for an underwater route into the ruins? While you do that, Arenvale and I will seek out the enscrolled portal within the palace. So I guess I'm going to go swimming. See you, bye. Because Arenvale doesn't... Well, Arenvale swims, but not our other friend. Okay, can I... Let's see. Control spec... Yes. I'm getting the hang of the swimming thing. What do you know? All right. Where do I need to go? It's not showing. Search. Yes. I guess we're going to go... It says to search out everything, but oh, I see where I need to go. Okay, there's a little tiny arrow right there. So I need to, like, go this way, swim through. I guess I could get on a mount and do it. Probably be faster. And more fun. Is this the entrance I seek? Why, apparently it is. All right, let's get off this fat chocobo and click on the destination. And while I'm surveying, you discover a passage that appears to lead under the palace foundations. Press on and find out where it goes. All right, we're back to the map. Hello, turn the map on. Thank you. And we're going to go this way. I think this is going to end in a location, and I'm going to have to do another dungeon. But we'll see. Stone door! What do you know? Let's click on the stone door, see what happens. I am interacting with a stone door. Looks like... Oh, and I got a cell phone call. Chad, is Alpha Nod. We have searched the... Well, it should sound like... We have searched the prison beneath the palace and found a teleportation portal concealed by enchantments. The markings indicate it leads to an underground cavern. Cool. What news on your end? Well, I've got a sealed door in front of me. And the seal's going, and you believe that it leads into the ruins? Then I dare say we will be able to meet you within. Go on ahead through the door. By the way, I took the liberty of calling on a friend for help. I guarantee she's both dependable and discreet. We'll see you soon. Okay, which friend are they asking me? Regular duty has been added. Okay. So here I am swimming. Let's see, can I do this? I can do this with a party of NPCs. That is a good thing, because it's going to have to wait till next week. All right, so I have got all the way, let's see, I have done the first 3 quests, of the patch 4.1, The Legend Returns. And yeah, so we're going to do the Drowned City of Scala next time. And yeah, next time will actually be in 2 weeks. All right, so hey, thank you so much, Deceptive. Thanks for the follow, man. I love it. If I don't see you before the next time I see you, have a fun day. Have a fantastic afternoon. Have a great evening. I love you all. Thanks for stopping by. If you liked what I do, be sure and give me a thumbs up. Give me a like. Give me a holler. Give me some love. Follow me on the red and subscribe. Oh, red. Follow me on the purple. Subscribe on the red. And I shall see you all soon. Love you now. Peace out.